Hello, peace and blessings, beautiful, beloved mothers. I'm Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer, and I am coming to you with a message today. So, I pulled this card, Anana Strength, which it's all about being a fierce mama warrior. And this card just keeps coming up for me. And so I thought that I would read more into it. So, being a mother is a work. It is sacred work. Um, and we are nurturing, but we also still have that the disciplinarian, the inner warrior, that same energy, right? It's not bad, it's part of us, and we need that balance of, of love, and then that balance of warrior energy in order to be who and what we need to be. And so I pulled some additional cards and they all came up reversed, which I thought was really funny. I had the deck held the wrong way. But what this is letting me know is that this is something inwardly that needs to be accepted and understood. So it's not that you have to display, strength outwardly. It is within you that you need to realize allowing yourself to have the energy of a warrior is okay. It's part of your makeup, your DNA. And so what I'm getting, because I know for me, like, you know, you might yell at your kid or something, and then you feel that guilt. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a bad mom. I shouldn't have did that, or I was too mean. I'm only supposed to be nurturing and loving. I can't be angry and upset. And, I can't punish my children however you choose to do so, because that's wrong. And there's this need to go within and to realize that this is a process. It's like you're learning to accept that fire that's inside of you. And what I think happens too is a lot of time our passions, our desires get buried underneath motherhood. And I talked about this in the group the other day in the context, because a lot of the moms that I talk to, they're like, oh, well, I just need to focus on me. I don't need a relationship. I got to take care of my family. And I realize how horribly we have been taught or deceived into thinking it's not okay to date, into thinking that having a love life or wanting to be loved or nurtured is something that you should not focus on, that it's selfish. But that is a part of you. If you're not allowing yourself to be open and to receive love, you are denying yourself something that you need in order to be the best that you can be as a woman, as a mother, as a person, as a human. And so I think that's very important, that you go back and understand what it is that truly sets you up inside. Even though this is reversed, the Page of Wands, there's like this energy and this wonderment at like, look at this beautiful, beautiful thing that's just glowing and it's so radiant. What can I do with this? Why is this here? So what is that underlying thing for you? And I feel like for many, there's this energy of guardedness that we keep up, right? So we put up this thing like, I'm a tough single mom, I'm independent, I've got this, I can do all of the things. And to an extent, that's good energy. But I think what happens is, and I talked about this before, we get out of balance. And the fact that we are exuding so much of our yang, so much of our masculine energy, that we're not able to sit in our receptive feminine energies. And so that's something that we really need to explore and think about. And so there may still be some internalized or some healing that needs to take place. There's some healing that is going on or that is needed in order for you to be able to fully show up, to be able to experience the completeness that you are deserving of. And so what I'm seeing with this is that you need to first and foremost, make sure that you are nurturing and loving yourself, and realize that wanting love and allowing yourself to explore love, to, you know, go on dates, to pursue romance is an act of self-love. And so many of us have been denying ourselves the right to love, thinking that we have to wait until some unknown time, or thinking that, you know, we're not supposed to be able to attain love. And that does us a grave disservice. And I think the healing starts, right? The healing starts when you recognize what is your passion? What is that thing that lights you up inside that you're not necessarily sharing with anyone, that you're like, man, I really want this in my life, but you're not allowing yourself to have it. Once you start to realize what that thing is, that's when the healing takes place. That's when the healing takes place. And going through this process is opening you up not only to reflect, but to really, because I see any work that we do on ourselves as self-love, it's soul care. A lot of times we think, you know, self-love is just the kind of superficial things, going to brunch, getting our nails done, getting our hair done. And those things are great and they're amazing and they can be therapeutic in themselves. But I'm talking about the inner work that helps you to glow and to radiate on the outside. That is where the deep self-love comes from, is the work that we do within. And so many of us mask that with the outside things. But so I feel like it's not necessarily time to like lay down your arms, but it's time for you to realize that it is okay to return to your softness. It is okay to allow yourself to be loved. For many of us, you know, we have dealt with hurt, right? We've dealt with hurt, we've dealt with abandonment, betrayal, and yet the Nine of Wands came out. So there's like this bag lady energy where you feel like, you know, you just got to carry all of this stuff, you got to do all this work, but that's coming to an end if you start to do that reflection. And then you don't have to worry about, you know, the long hard road. You can focus on something else. And just because the past might have been challenging, just because, you know, life may seem hard, it doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. You can definitely shift things. And that's what the Spiritual Love Sanctuary is all about, is really helping single mothers to heal, to really start to focus on creating the life that you desire so that you can attract the love that you deserve. Because that's what it's all about. It's not about, all of these cards came out. So let's see what story these have to tell. I'm going to look at them really quickly. Yeah, you're not necessarily being honest with yourself, sitting in this very masculine energy or masculine way of being, like there's this wall up, like, no, don't test me. But inside there's this need for security, this need for family, this need for structure. Yep, got the Ten of Pentacles. And you can have it all. It's right here, the Ten of Pentacles. But in order to do that, you have to rewrite your own story, and you have to let go of the past. You have to walk away from the old you. You have to walk away from the old emotions, the old thoughts, the old ways that you used to do things. And what I like about this card is she's walking away and she's going to the moon. And the moon card in the tarot represents fears, illusions, our deepest, darkest desires, the things that we kind of have been refusing to see. And I feel like that's where she's going. She's like, you know what? I can't continue to do this. This is not working for me. I'm going to go explore myself. So this goes back to the internal self-care, soul care that I was talking about before. And you are the creator, you are the author of your own life. So if you continue to rewrite the same stories, you're going to continue to relive those same stories, those same scripts. So it's time to write a new story for yourself. And inside of my group Healing Single Mothers, I gave everyone, and we're actually going to talk about this next week in the Spiritual Love Circle, where I told everyone to write your vision for your life and all different areas of your life. Get really clear on what you want your life to look like and write it down, because we are going to work through how to generate that life, how to bring forward what it is that you desire to manifest. And so this just everything echoes in alignment, and it's time to release the struggle, because 9 of Wands popped up again, but in reverse. So you're holding on to the struggle. The struggle is not real. You got to let it go. It's time to go within. It's time to reflect. It is okay to be a fierce mama warrior, but I feel like especially now, like I'm paying attention to the blue sky back here and how she's sitting down. She's not in fight mode. She's in a very, I would say, receptive state. I didn't want to use the word submissive or passive, but look, the storm is clearing. Like, you don't have to fight anymore. Like, it's okay to drop down your weapons and let your guard down and allow yourself to receive. And so that's what we are going to be continuing to explore. If you want to come along with us, then I would definitely come be a part of the Healing Single Mothers Facebook group. I will leave the link for you, because that is where I am, where we can continue the conversation and you can find out all things amazing about the Spiritual Love Sanctuary. So I am sending you an abundance of love. Have a beautiful day. Until next time, peace.